All right. Okay. So it looks like my guest had to reschedule. So I'm going to stream this anyway. I'm actually really looking forward to having a chat with this gentleman. But is the sound okay? I haven't, Cam's had my laptop for weeks, so I had to set everything back up. That's why I don't know if it's working properly. Hello, JR. Good to see you, as always. Hello, Smith. I saw Kush and Woody in the chat. Hello, gentlemen. Freebirds here. Hello. Yeah, so I thought I'd just stream anyway. It's been a while. Might open up the panel. All right, Abe. Good deal. Well, it's been a while. There's so much that's been going on. I have an important meeting tomorrow that I've been waiting for quite a while. So, super excited about it. I will speak more on it after it's finished. But, yeah. So, Texas A&M University, there's so much going down. President Banks is currently, she retired, like, randomly. So there was a feminist that they were going to hire for the new journalism department revamping. And I guess she's some tenured professor that is very, very, I mean, all these Black women that are in academia pretty much build their entire careers off of racist and sexist propaganda. So with Governor Abbott banning all the diversity, inclusion, equity departments and committees and policies taking effect January, there's some major concern in my community about having a diversity, inclusion, equity feminist run up head of the department. So I'm not exactly sure what happened. I know Catherine Banks, the president, had some stuff to do with it. I know she's taking all the flack for screwing it up because I guess this chick so Texas A&M invited her and threw a huge party for this woman, like similar to what they do with like recruitment for football. When they recruit new people, they make a big, festival or whatever out of it, and she got the same fucking treatment. And she's just literally a Black woman. So she got the Black woman privilege treatment, had a big party thrown in her honor, and people were so excited for her to come. And then word got around about her work. And I guess a bunch of local people put pressure on the university. And they ended up sending her 2 more contract proposals. And the final one was like, it went from like a guaranteed tenured position for like 10 years to, you can work here for a year and you can be fired at any time. So she's pissed. But lots of good stuff. Lots and lots of good stuff. I'm very interested to see how this corporation I'm working for is going to be handling the banning of diversity, inclusion, equity crap. So I haven't heard anything about it. I'm definitely going to be asking some questions tomorrow, though. I finally get to sit down with a feminist, somebody that's a career work mommy. So I am super excited for that. But I don't really know. I'm not going to be interviewing this guest, but we will be having this chat in the future. I don't know. Have y'all heard of The Crucible? Let me pull up his channel. I was listening to him debate this feminist. It was so funny. I don't know how they have the fucking patience for that at all. But yeah, check this out. I'm gonna play some of his because he's absolutely right. He is absolutely right. Here's a link to his channel so y'all can subscribe.
Collective, if the men collectively in Iran woke up tomorrow and went, got no rights, to all the women who are in Iran.
Well, I mean, every day they did do that.
Yeah, so. And is there anything they can do about it without appealing to men?
Nope.
Why would what? So well, you want see, like some weird, like Amazonian style, like women only island that can like take over?
I'm just, my whole point is to say that all of your rights come to you because men give them to you, and I can prove this and demonstrate it by expressing to you that if men decide you have no rights tomorrow, you don't. Now let's do the other. Let's be fair. Let's say the other way around. All the women in Iran were like, hey, you know what? Fuck you, men. You have no rights. Do you think, Nina, that the men, that they would just be like, oh, okay. Okay, then. All right. And that the women could actually enforce such a mandate? Or do you think only men
Well, I don't really feel like that would be something they're interested in, because that doesn't advance their own rights. Like taking away the rights of another person doesn't give you more rights. Would you say the same thing about black people?
No, would you say
would you
see, that's the part where I'm just like, I can't hardly listen to that crazy bitch anymore. No, this entire 12 minutes it was pretty. But no, he's right. Women rely on the submission of men to get all their preferential treatment. So I wouldn't even call it a fucking right. And that's kind of what I wanna go deeper in with him about. Because I mean he's correct. Like, men collectively, if they decided to no longer give preferential treatment and let these women get away with what they do, there's nothing these women could do about it. They literally need men to enforce things. And she just totally doesn't even get it. So. By the same logic, unarmed men's rights come from armed men. Exactly. Hello, Bob, by the way. Good to see you. Yeah, she's a total feminist. I mean, what? She is a grown-ass woman. Look how many, like, stuffed animals she has in the background. Like, what the fuck is all that? Just a little observation into the the ways of the crazy bitch and how immature they are. So, like, there's no way she's like in her kids' room. She probably doesn't even want to have kids. She's probably afraid. She probably thinks she has some value to society, not being a mother. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess I am going to drop the StreamYard link if anybody wants to have a chat. I've been so out of so many different loops. I don't know what a lot has been going on, but I thought I would do this stream anyway. I might share, actually. I did see some things I wanted to share, but I don't have them collected as of yet.
Did you say the same thing about black people?
Say what about black people?
And slavery.
There was, what do you mean?
Black people in America have rights, I guess you could say, because of white people.
You mean because men gave them rights? That goes to my point. So men took their rights away and men gave them rights.
We're talking about people that did not have rights previously, right? Correct?
Yeah, but
Okay,
in this case, we're
and
talking about a
then
specific
they were given
role.
rights,
Mhm.
correct?
By men.
And
Yeah.
but sure, but your
Mhm.
wording.
Yeah, so women weren't going and netting slaves and bringing them back to the New World. That was
No.
men. That was men who were doing that, and men were the ones who gave them
All right,
their
Bill.
rights back.
No, but I'm saying, would you say the same thing about black people? Because black people in America only have rights because of, I guess, white people, right? That's kind of the same argument. Am I wrong?
No, it's
Hey,
not.
what's up?
Okay, how
Because
is
Hello,
that
what
different?
you're,
Kush.
what you're saying here specifically.
How are you doing, sir?
Not too bad. I'm just gonna stop in for a few minutes. I'm streaming later myself. So,
Oh yeah. You have a guest?
yes, 2 guests.
Okay.
So yeah,
Oh, two. Nice.
yeah. Guests you know very well, but still, I guess they wanted to have a discussion / debate. So
Uh-oh, a debate.
yeah, so friendly debate kind of thing. I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, let me share this link so people can be sure to be there. Hello, Ghost Cog. The book is not coming along well at all, actually. I am not a writer. I actually started a bunch of other projects instead, social ones. So, some social projects.
Experiment.
Yes, pretty much. Definitely social experiments.
Experiments is a good word I would use.
Yeah.
Billy the goat is here. So.
Hello, Billy. How are you? Yeah.
I like this stream on psychology, the psychology lesson there. I like that. So taught me. It's nice to learn that kind of stuff, like the difference between. Well, I know what introverted and extroverted mean, but how those dynamics work and everything was kind of cool how he explained that. So that's why I like going to his streams, because I learned stuff and yeah.
Yeah, Billy has some good information for sure. Yeah, I'm looking forward to some of his future streams. I hear they're going to be revolutionary. So
Cool. So yeah. Oh, by the way, did you get my email?
I don't think so. When did you email me?
I emailed you on it was
July 25th. I see it now.
It was last Tuesday.
Okay, I'm sorry. No. Ooh, so that's
That's one of the
okay.
guests that spoke with. Yeah, it's a guest. I think he said to give you that email.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely reach out to him.
Oh, I will definitely. Yeah, I was listening to your conversation. He kind of reminds me of a gentleman I haven't seen come back to the channel. He was from Singapore though.
Who's that?
He had quite a few different usernames when he came in, but he'd been on the panel before. Yeah, he was living in Singapore. He was from Sri Lanka.
Okay.
And he was talking about a lot of the different stuff that was going on there, and what the destruction that feminism has wreaked in.
Yeah. I'm just looking at
countries.
I'm just looking at JR's comment. Hello, JR. By the way, I forgot to say hello to you.
Hello.
PJ Camel Toe shouldn't be platforming where she doesn't go anywhere in this space on good faith. I'm just warning you in bullets. She's a femme card. Yeah, I know. I'm well aware of who she is. So yeah.
Well, she's not allowed here, so at all. Hello, John. How are you?
Hey,
Wonderful.
John.
Hey guys, how are you?
Pretty good.
I just wanted to come on and say hello to you guys, see how y'all were doing this evening.
Pretty good.
I'm doing well. I'm streaming later myself, so
nice, Kush. That's great, man. You still traveling a lot?
A little bit of a lull in travel now, which I don't mind. Get to spend some time at home and stuff. But No, probably in the next month or so, I'll be traveling some more again. So, but yeah, just a little break in the summer. So, um, no, don't mind at all. Actually, today I was a rigger, lifting up some of our heavy equipment and putting that all boxing and crating that stuff up. So I
Uh-oh.
pushed the wheel, I pushed the pencil, I wheeled the axe. That was exhausting. In fact, today I am completely exhausted from doing that.
You'll
Um,
feel it tomorrow, I bet.
I'm feeling it right now.
Well,
Um,
By the way, hey,
well,
he's in the chat. Hey, Easy.
oh, easy.
AZ, what's up, sir? Great to see him.
JLM, hello.
JLM. Good to see you. You know, that man had his channel deleted because of comments he made. Can you believe that shit? He didn't even have a channel, really. And he got banned for making comments.
I didn't know you could do that.
Apparently you can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Leave it up to us. One of our people, you know.
Yeah. Right.
Y'all were right about Billy the Goat seems to have a vast knowledge about human psychology related stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I wasn't like underestimating him or anything, but everyone has said that to me and I was like, oh wow, this is interesting. So
Yeah, he's definitely a brain surgeon of the
Mr.
community.
Contriver. Sorry.
It's fine. Hey, Contriver. Are you there?
Hey, Contriver.
Contriver, what's up? You there, Contriver?
He's on his struggle internet in India.
What are you guys talking about tonight? I don't want to crash y'all's party. I'll just
I didn't have anything.
I don't talk anything in
Yeah.
super
Hello.
particular.
Hello.
Hey, Contriver.
Okay.
Hello, Mr.
Is my
Backhanded
audio coming
India.
in? Am I audible? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
So, been a long time. So, good morning from this part of the world. It's 6:55 a.m. right now,
Jeez.
and I have been up all night
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
because
so
of some preparations that have gone awry.
yeah.
So,
So
I
we
just
had a stream planned with a guest, and he had a last minute emergency. So we'll be rescheduling that.
and we would be rescheduling some of the interviews that might be very beneficial for our beloved audience. And I think that the level of maturity that people are actually showing in men's issues in general, I shall
Yeah.
say, that, this is something, this is beyond any pill or beyond, because this is the neutral zone, and we could all all of us could let go of our minor differences or ideological differences and actually come together on some concrete points, shall I say, and
Yeah.
support each other in volition of that. I think that I might have sent you some video
Uh-oh.
in private chat,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like the reaction. I might have to do some early morning chores over here, like opening the gate and getting the newspaper, and making a cup of tea or something. So I would leave the audience with and our two distinguished panelists for a reaction of this very video, and I hope that it would be much more astonishing and exciting for our viewers. So there is that, and I'm back to early morning chores. I would be joining in, but after 15 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
It's good to see you, Contriver.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was on a panel here recently that I want to share some of it, but Yeah, they let a crazy bitch feminist on the panel, and it totally went to hell. Like it was going so good for so long, and then the dudes let the woman join the conversation, and it's like, man,
Have you
like,
noticed that it seems like people are starting to kind of push back a little against? I mean, I know we've kind of seen it, but it's like every day it's somebody else. It's like it's the people, and then it's Bud Light. It's all the different companies, and then the country people are joining in now. And I mean,
yeah,
the Bud Light thing really surprised me. I thought that after a few weeks that would have blown over, but it's sticking.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I had
no faith in Americans to stand for anything, boycott any. I mean, I had no faith. You're right, Kush.
yeah.
But I'm glad it's happening. And same thing with any of these companies. And I think I saw today that the Indiana Jones movie is losing like 100 million.
Hollywood has gone
Wow.
down the drain, hook, line, and sinker, and I'm so elated about the fact. But I'm liking country music more and more. Had I been a redneck, I would have been a country boy. And Jason Aldean and his song "Try That in a Small Town."
They kind of
You
won
know
me
what
over
I'm
a little.
talking about.
They kind of won me over on that
Yes.
one.
Yes. So it has, people in India are watching this song.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
good.
bluffing.
That's good. By the way, Timothy joined us. Hello, Timothy.
Timothy.
And CJ. Hey.
CJ, what's up, brother?
Yeah. No, there's man, there's a major pushback everywhere. Like everywhere. It's funny, like I have these little old lady clients, and they keep telling me about stuff that it's like it's being echoed in their little communities, but it's the same stuff that's kind of being talked about fucking everywhere. So I think it's a good thing.
I saw like 3 articles and a video the other day on one of the articles, and it was like black women were talking about they've had enough of the tea people and them interfering with and like coming into women's places of all different types, and kind of I just think it's interesting because of the 2 people you wouldn't think, because they were so on one accord. But I saw a bunch of them, and even some of them today were holding up signs about like close the border and let's build that wall now. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like this is a complete flippity flop of so weird. It's wild.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not very happy with them that they're blaming their creation for all the things, and they're totally not even taking their accountability in all of this. But
well,
yeah.
The
Persian cucumber.
The only reason why people might have open borders is, first of all, they might not have a working demography of their own. And Mr. Iridium Kush in his previous live stream or somewhere actually quite elucidated on the topic that there are no more engineers, or somewhere in the Discord where we were having a conversation about engineers who were supposed to celebrate the golden years of their life, the evening of their life. They are being called up, retirees who served in Vietnam War as engineers to make up more Stinger missiles, because now even companies like Raytheon and Northrop Grumman and all that arms manufacturing companies can't even manufacture ammunition.
Oh yeah,
Because
and we had to hire a guy at my job. We hired a guy out of retirement. He's in his 60s now, but he's the only thing we could find. And I was actually training this guy on our equipment last week. It was actually nice because the guy, was an experienced engineer. So it's just like, I don't really, all I need to do is show him what's specific to our equipment, and he could pretty much take it, which is kind of cool. But or just seeing the way he was so methodical and experienced in the way he did it. But what I sent in the Discord was I get job solicitations all the time in my email, and I'm getting these positions all the time for senior level engineers. I mean, these are 6-figure plus jobs every I'm getting these every few days. And normally these kinds of positions are not advertised. In the past, they're usually hired from within. They're
Yeah.
promoted from within. A junior engineer gets hired, and then they promote him to that senior engineer position. Then they hire another junior engineer. Well, they're not finding any junior engineers, and they can't find senior engineers. And
What's the age demographic there, Coach? If you don't mind me asking, sorry.
in my company,
Yeah, do you have more younger folks or more older folks?
no, we're all aging. We all joined. I joined there when I was in my early 20s. But now I'm 50. Other guys who joined year after me, he's 48. My other colleague, he's been there about as long as I have. He's 52. So we're looking for somebody in their 20s or 30s. Can't find them.
Yeah.
We just can't find people. I mean, our area is a little geographically challenged as well, because it's not a super popular place to want to live, but still, I mean, we have a real demand for that. Again, I need somebody to apprentice, and I don't have it. And it's not just at my company, it's at our customers as well. I come there and they have no experience. I'll be the most experienced one there. When I come into a lot of our customers' plants, and a lot of these kids, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah. It's something I've noticed at this corporation that I've been working at as well. It's like their mentorship model, like they have a mentorship model, but the people in those positions just don't do it. They don't follow through. So it's like they can't even do any kind of succession planning or training of the next generation of higher ups, because they're too busy, for one, too busy doing damage control all the time, because it's like a revolving door of new people all the time. Like these young people, they don't have the work ethic. They don't have even the thought of their future, which is strange. I mean, I ultimately blame mothers for that, because I feel like, mothers and fathers obviously are responsible for raising the children, but the mothers should be teaching. I mean, if a lot of these guys come from single mother households, they should be fucking teaching their sons about, planning and discipline and all the things that these kids are just not equipped with when they show up. It's strange.
Yeah. The other challenge in my career, in my line of work as well, is that it's long-term projects. These projects last. I mean, I can be following up with things for years.
Yeah.
A project that I just closed on a month and a half ago, that was one I had been bidding on for 3 years.
Yeah.
People just, most people don't stay at one employer that long,
Right.
let alone commit to following through with that customer and staying in contact with them all that time. That's like, John, you talk about men, following through on things. That's important. That's why this is a man's job.
Yeah.
That kind of follow through, and then after we get the order, then it's follow it through to the sale and the startup of the equipment, and that's all. That's all years long processes. And if we're just going through people like a revolving door, that'd be a huge problem.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of single mothers or a lot of mothers that raised young men have shielded the young men from any type of stress or discomfort or hard work or hurt, because they're nurturing, they nurture them. And then those young men, when they come into the real world and are faced with a real world job, I think a lot of them stress out because they're like, this is stressful and I don't like it. Whereas when I was learning to become a man, I was told life is going to be very stressful and you're not going to like it, but you will do it.
Yeah. Do it anyway. Suck
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah, you don't have a choice. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. You really don't.
for us. It's either you
Do
do
or
it,
die.
or you're on the
Do
streets.
or die. Yeah, you're on the streets. And I think the sad part is a lot of the youth today is still living with mom or dad or still very
Yes.
much tied
Yeah.
with them. And a lot of people won't learn until they hit that quote unquote bottom, whether not like drug and alcohol bottom, although that might also be the case. But some people will get to the point where their mom passes away, their dad passes away, and they realize they have no money and they absolutely do have to work. Like, you got to go to work. And Kush,
Yeah.
you know this. So like when you make a plan for a 3-year investment or bid, you know that like, I'm still going to be working, I'm still going to be doing it, I'm still going to be there. But they don't know. They're like, well, I don't know if I like this, I might leave, I might disappear. But
Right.
you're planning it, you have a plan in motion. Kush is like, I know that when I land this account, that's when we'll do the work.
Yeah,
And these
exactly.
men are like, they're just not invested, you know.
Men are not men anymore.
Yeah.
Let us be real about it.
Well, the feminists have been wanting to change them into women.
Oh yes,
Be
they
more
have,
like women.
quite successfully, by the way.
Yeah.
Not only
How
just
come-
in your country.
How come feminists don't encourage females to be like feminine or females? And I don't mean like in terms of their looks, but I mean, they teach everyone and tell everyone to accept themselves for who they are. And then they talk
Right.
about the strong,
Right.
divine feminine. And then like, they don't even encourage them to be a woman or feminine or do womany behaviors or
Right.
I don't understand that. Like, why wouldn't you encourage them to, okay, girl, you're a feminist too, and you're feminine and a woman and a strong, powerful woman, and let's make you the most woman that you could be. But they don't. They make them a man.
Yeah, I know.
Penis-
I
The
know.
reason
Very
being-
managed.
penis envy.
The reason being, they want to destroy femininity so that men would not get attracted towards them.
Oh well, we're still going.
That is a short point.
right.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it,
Undesirable.
I think a lot of it's penis envy too. I think a lot of women didn't like Trump because they were jealous of him. Just straight up jealous of his wealth, his success.
You know, but you know what else that I noticed, especially with my clients that were like anti-Trump? Because before I even fucking woke up to this feminism problem, I was wondering what the hell some of my clients were talking about that absolutely were Trump deranged. And when they would talk to me, they were like afraid. They listened, they got so brainwashed by the mainstream media, and they were like, oh, you know, he's turning this country into an autocracy, and he wants to take women's rights away, and blah, just all this stuff. And it was very fear-based. And I was like, you know what you're saying is retarded, right? Like, because I would look at that man and I'm like, dude, he's just a dude. Like, he kind of reminds me of my dad a little bit. Very point to the point, very not caring about people's feelings. Like,
Yeah, direct. You got to be direct. If we
Yeah.
can't have a conversation directly, we're wasting your time and my time.
right. Oh yeah. Oh, I know.
You gotta.
But what I saw from them was fear. They were afraid. Like, they had other people that induced fear into them. That was, I think, the bottom line. I mean, I'm sure the ones that induced the fear into these other cowards have the penis envy, of course. I would definitely attribute a lot to that, because it's these radical lesbian fucking cult members that just, you know, they don't want these women to be attractive to men because I think they want them for themselves. I just think it's a death cult. And it's driven by hedonism. So
Yeah, there's a lot of Satan. No, I don't want to. I hate to even say that, but there's a lot of behaviors that lean directly towards some of the premises of Satanism. And I mean, obviously, some of them have come
It's all
outright
kind
and
of
said it,
weird ass shit.
Yeah.
but you know, I'm gonna go, guys, because I got to get some rest. It is great to see y'all.
All right,
Thank you
John.
for letting me come on. I just wanted to say hi to all of you guys. I hope y'all are
good to
doing
see you,
well.
John.
See you.
Good to see you, sir.
Peace.
Oh, Rusty Rivers is here.
Yeah.
I hope you are well, Rusty. Still waiting to see that fucking apology video. FYI. I haven't checked lately, but
go. All right. I myself think I'm gonna drop out of the chat here,
Okay.
out of the panel, because I'm gonna get ready for my stream, and
Yes.
I'll just hang out in the chat here. for a
Okay.
little-
Yeah, I don't think I'll be streaming much longer.
All right.
So thanks for stopping by, Chris. Good to
Yeah.
chat with you.
Yep.
And
thanks.
I'm looking forward to your stream. And yes, I will email that gentleman for sure.
Yeah,
I would
definitely.
love to chat with him. That
It's
was a great
definitely-
conversation you all had. Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely open to having that with you, because I mentioned you to him.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Sweet. Thank you, Chris.
Talk to you later.
All right. Bye. And then there was one.
And then there was one. There had always been one.
Right. Well, do you want me to play that video?
Yes, yes.
Oh, D-Dog. D-Dog hasn't been up in forever. Hello, Darkblade. Good to see you. I'm excited for my date tomorrow.
First day like a school or something?
Yes. Super excited. I haven't been able to sit down and have a one-on-one with a feminist in corporate yet. All the online
Oh.
ones have been running from me. This one I'm ambushing. So I let her come to me. I just have so many questions about policies and culture and what her job actually is. So,
Well, her job would be very miserable if she has
right?
any, you know,
Yeah.
displaced mommy energy.
Oh yes, displaced mommy energy job. That's exactly what it is. All right, let's see what this video is here. Ah, it's from the Crucible.
Yes.
First stunt by Andrew on feminism. No women's rights without men.
Yeah, so women can't make decisions about their own
Oh,
rights because they can't
right.
enforce their own rights. So since they have no enforcement mechanism other than men.
This Alex guy. I'm not a big fan of him at all.
He's a pickup artist. Look,
I
but
know.
on his channel, what happened was he arranged for a debate, just
Mhm.
like he arranged for a debate between that blue-haired cuck called Destiny and between TFM not too long ago. So, I mean, that is what he does right now because nobody actually pays any attention towards his own personal content. You know, he sells a $250, you know, workshop about how to get women or something, and
Yeah.
he fails at that, and he fails miserably at that as well. So, it is not that, but this is from the Crucibles channel because the gentleman who was supposed to be our guest tonight is
Andrew.
none other than Mr. Andrew, and he actually has his own segment and debate because this is his own channel, The Crucibles,
Mhm.
and perhaps he is a very conservative Christian. If I'm not, I might be mistaken, but this is just my surmise. And he is having all the debates, and you know he's making a case for patriarchy 2.0. So let us just dive right into it. But
Okay.
for the record,
Yeah.
we don't hate anybody, but we don't also like pickup artists
Yeah.
of any sort of in any way, shape, or form. We don't like it.
It's like they remind me exactly like feminists. So
I
they do all the same things emotionally to other
Look,
people that feminists do.
I would be honest with you.
Yeah.
I swear on my mother's life,
Mhm.
yesterday, some random kid, in one of those Telegram groups, actually, started saying something about game and all this, then that. I said to him, I sent him some videos about Barbarossa and whatnot,
Hmm.
because these posers who try to pose as if they are alpha,
Yeah.
women could right away say and find out as to whether they are not, because they are also quite perspicacious in selecting the best specimen to have children with.
Right.
uh, I He was taken aback by my statement, and he started accusing me, no, you this, that, and the other, and show me your face, and if you have any guts. I said, look, son, I'm way over this. I have seen all the shenanigans. I've jumped through hoops. Now I'm not going to be doxed again in this day
Right.
and age. And I don't want to, but if you say so, could you? And then other gentlemen who actually know me from somewhere, I have tried to help him financially and whatnot. So he is also in his 30s. So he also came up and said that no, it is not the case, and that is what actually transpired. Hello, Mr. D Dog.
D-Dog, dude, your beard. It's
What?
almost ready for Christmas.
Yeah. What about this shit?
Yeah. It's ponytail stage, huh?
Yeah, it has been.
Nice. How are
I'm
you?
having so much fun with this gender identity and the pronoun thing. It's just totally off the hook. I'm getting T-shirts made and everything. I'm just going all out on it.
Really? What are you doing? What I've not
Um.
spoken with you in a while. I need to know what you've been up to.
Okay. The T-shirt's gonna be I self-identify as a whistle with a picture of a whistle, and my pronoun is blow me. So. And that's because one of my guys in the core group of the 60 of us, he got a pronoun shirt made. I self-identify as an a-hole, and my pronoun is eat my peanuts.
Oh. Oh.
So I
Smith.
couldn't quite go as far as he did, but I'm gonna go my distance.
Yeah. Smith says hello. I
Yeah,
think
he
Smith
said
will
hello
say
to me
something.
earlier too.
That's funny. So, how are you liking all this diversity, inclusion, equity stuff being banned in Texas?
Well, I didn't quite go through all of it, but what I went through seems like a good start.
Yeah. Well, diversity officers are being fired nationwide, so that's good.
Yeah, I kind of know that
Yeah.
because I'm teaching people how to write paper.
Oh,
And we're not showing any mercy. We're going
good.
straight for the throat.
Good. Good.
Yep, and we're acquiring quite a large amount of assets out of it. And the core 60 of us, we donated, let's see, this last quarter, almost $10 million to different veteran associations.
Ooh, good.
Well, we'll take the city and state's money and we'll put it where it belongs.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
That's really good. Yeah, dude, this feminist that just got fired from this corporation that I worked at, she would fucking park in the veterans parking spot. So she didn't have to walk her fat ass at the distance of the parking lot.
Okay, my favorite trucks are old, and new cars don't park near them because they're scared the rust is going to jump off my trucks.
Right.
But if I see someone parking a veteran spot
Mm.
and I go, "Where'd you serve?" "I didn't."
Yeah.
Cool. I'm the asshole that pushes them right out of my spot.
Ooh. See, that would have been fun. Because you know what? What's weird? Nobody really said anything for the longest time. And I told the new store manager, I was like, hey, by the way, because he's also a veteran, I was like, hey, by the way, this crazy bitch parks in that parking spot because she feels entitled to it. He's like, what? Are you serious? And he finally told her, like, to stop. I'm like, what? Why? I still am trying to wrap my mind around men that work in corporate that don't say anything.
Well, okay, you've known me for about 3 years now.
Hmm.
And if there's anything you know I have this really, really bad disorder. It's a tongue biting one. I just can't fucking do it.
I know.
So I have no problem speaking up.
Yeah. But why? What is the difference between you and somebody that works in corporate that is afraid to make waves?
Okay.
Like you
I have
literally
these
do.
down here. Okay, they're not in any boss's purse or nothing. Those are mine. I use them.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
I think as a millennial, I'm way younger than you, sir. I could seriously say, even I had
Millennial.
to, yes, millennial. The destroyed generation, by
I
the
got a
way.
joke for you later.
So I think it is because we have been given this notion of having a higher education, supposed higher education. I don't know whether it has achieved us anything in the past 25 years or so, but at least for lip service. Now, if after getting all that education or whatever it is called, if we would not be able to make ends meet and we would not be able to actually uh, you know provide for our families or something, we would be doing a great disservice to ourselves. So I think that is why some of the people who, I think for the most part, a man is not scared for himself but for
Right.
his family.
Right.
So he is scared about the
Well,
student's loan and
okay,
whatnot.
yeah. All my now that it's summertime, so whatever time I'm not spending in my garden, I'm calling up one of our elected servants and getting knee deep in their ass. And that's what I've been doing for 15, 20 years. My public school is the only public school in the nation where there's a Bible in every classroom, and that's because I did the fight for it. And I have a little joke for you. It's a millennial joke. Why'd they call that generation millennials? Do you know why?
Because it takes them that long to figure out what they want to be when they grow up.
No, it takes 1,000 years to get them out of your damn house.
Yes.
As someone who is living in their parents' house even till date in my mid 30s, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's
So, what country are you in?
Sir, I am from India.
Oh, cool. I like Good Mother's channel because I've met people from South Africa, Australia, India, the UK. Well, that one crazy cop, Robert, in Canada.
Bob from Canada? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he showed up during the last stream. I'd love to get him on to ask him how his retirement's going.
Oh, I don't know how good it'll be doing because he used to tell us he got all excited about payday because he go get himself a hooker.
He doesn't deal with women unless there's a money transaction involved. Like, yeah.
Yep. And I talked to God, who was that? God, I can't remember their name. Well, his name's Jeremy, but I can't remember his YouTube name. And we were kind of reminiscing about Mike.
Mm-hmm.
So, out of the people I've met on YouTube that we've lost, I think he's about the only one that I actually miss.
Yeah. Yeah, we had some long streams, didn't we?
Yeah.
12-hour streams.
Yeah, I think your longest one was like 26 hours or something like that.
I think it was like 17 because YouTube will only save 12 at a time, so we started
Right.
another one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah, you did that a little bit. Yeah, let's see, we had Mikey and JC,
Mm-hmm.
Bullets. I don't think he stayed for the whole thing, but Mike and JC were there for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I turned all my lights on and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well-
I don't do that anymore. At 6 o'clock in the morning, my alarm goes off, tells me get your ass in bed.
Mm. Yeah, I've been working at a corporation for the past 6 months, infiltrating it and getting all the crazy bitches fired.
Oh, okay.
Yes. No, it's a national corporation. I know you have one where you live. It's a place I've been shopping at for like this specific store for the past 15 years, and I've watched the change. And I thought I would work there to get the ball rolling on eradicating the incompetence. So
Still chopping hair?
no, I still do that, but
Okay.
yeah. It's been interesting, dog.
I figured you're like 21 to 23 hours from me, but that's a long way to go for a haircut, so forget it.
Yeah. Well, when you get your yearly haircut, just let me know.
It's been more than a year.
Well,
You're gonna grow-
Socrates, as a matter of fact, doesn't need any haircut.
Are you growing it like super long? What's your plan?
No, I just figured I'm not out to impress anybody. When I get really bored, I go up to a district court somewhere. Not the real one, the county one. And I ask, who's in here for a nonviolent offense? And a couple of people put their hands up, and the judge is saying some shit about quiet and contempt, and it doesn't matter because they ain't really judges anyway. And I say, just give me 5 minutes, and we go out and we start talking and stuff. And about the third time I do that, whoever I'm talking to, as soon as he comes up and says that under the Constitution, Article 3, I'm having D-Dog as my counsel. And the next thing the judge says is dismissed because he doesn't want me to open up my can of worms.
As they always say, a good lawyer knows the law, a great lawyer knows the judge.
Yep, and there's only 613 laws that actually applies to man. The rest of it is just bullshit for commerce.
Including the Title 4D.
See, you two would have a lovely conversation. Both interested in
613 laws. There's 613 laws. That's all there is.
And they are also not gender neutral, isn't it? A man has to be presumed guilty unless proven otherwise.
No, presumed innocent unless proven guilty.
Well, that is not the typical back behind the curtains sort of conversation that we have, because the draconian 613 laws, as you have enunciated rightfully so, sir,
Right.
they don't apply to the female of the species, isn't it?
Like right now I'm taking on my CPS, Child Protective Services, in my county. And I got their W-9, and I'm going after them for operating under fraud.
Hmm.
Look at that smile. Mandy's smiling.
Yes, that's a good angle right there. Tell me about this.
Well, the
Fraud.
W-9, anyone that you're paying, you can ask for a W-9, and they have to supply you with one.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually under the tax code. And the actual businesses in your community actually have to register. It's like a peddler's license with your
Mhm.
local police. And no one's done that in 200 years, but it's still in your charter.
Mm.
So even that wonderful, great place everyone likes going, fucking Walmart, I'm fighting
No,
them
go to
too.
Walmart. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm fighting Myers, Menards, Home Depot, Lowe's, all these little communist
Really?
companies. Yeah,
Yes. So they are communist companies.
right.
Oh yeah.
And well, it doesn't matter. Even your mom and pop's place is breaking the law, even though they believe they're following the law by working under a DBA or LLC or an S corp or C corp.
Hmm.
But that they never put in for their permit to do business in that county.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can go way up here
Oh,
on
yeah.
everybody real easy and quick, right?
Yeah. Actually, I would like to have. We need to catch up. I have some questions, about that. I have a very important meeting tomorrow.
Right,
Yes, yes.
With
should
with
get
the work
prepped by-
mommy.
right.
You should get prepped by, Mr. D. Doug.
Well, I have some questions as far as that goes.
Yes,
Yeah,
that would be a backstage conversation, not here.
definitely.
So you want to go
definitely.
straight into triggering her right off the bat, or no?
Oh no! I already have my list of questions that I'm going to ask her for sure, because I wanna find out exactly what all the benefits are. I mean, because they're very very into this diversity and inclusion and getting more women in this place and women's leadership this, and here's some opportunities that, and I want to go into that, and I'm definitely going to ask her, where's all these programs for men exactly?
All your answers about where a woman's place is in the Bible.
Right?
I promise it is.
No, I know. And
it has to do with governance.
And getting them out of government?
It has to do with governance. And if you go to a church and a woman is a preacher and she's speaking the word of God to men and other women,
Mm-hmm.
she's actually committing a sin.
Yeah.
That's heresy. Yes. She
Yeah.
is supposed to sit quietly when men are speaking. Even though I am a benighted heathen in that regard, I know that much.
So, what religion are you?
I am a Buddhist, sir.
Okay, so under your teachings is very similar to the Christian Bible, and which is very similar to like the Greek Orthodox Bible and the Russian Orthodox Bible, and that all comes from the Ethiopian Bible. There's actually lineage to it.
Yes, they have actually 12 books or something about Christianity, Ethiopians. So
Right.
yes, I mean, even if we take religion out of the equation, organized or unorganized religion, I mean, the biological hunter gatherer phenomena or the biological imperative is still there in
Hmm?
every religion, even within the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
So I don't know why people have to, be wishy-washy about the statement when it is
Right.
pure biology.
Right. I know. Well, they let too many of these ideologically infected crazy bitches into science. I saw an article the other day that a feminist was trying to argue that the motherly instinct was something that men made up.
So
Like,
women, okay, so no, I have a solution for that.
mm,
We should send men to pick berries just like we used to, because according to the biological imperative, I mean, keeping religion aside,
mm,
according to the biological imperative, a woman is far more supreme in regards to finding out as to what is edible and what is poison.
mm,
She could very well do that. The core temperature of a woman actually remains higher as compared to men, for the mere fact that she carries the child, she bears the next generation of humanity. So there are certain biological features which a woman has. Now, if all these people just want to, throw a hissy fit over these sort of trivial things
mm.
and not agree about it, well, then fine. Let us make you fight a lion instead, and we shall pick the berries. It is quite more convenient for us.
We would all die.
Well, let them. The thing is, we have kept women away, and still, some of all these, I shouldn't say so, but quote unquote social conservatives or whatever the heck they might be of the world, all these God, country, family loving epithets and
Mhm.
other indoctrination they filled us with during
Right.
our, yesteryears, they are the ones that need to be held accountable. Well, after all, women were given every right a man had, so why not they made the why not they be made and compelled to become the cannon fodder of the world for the first time in their life? Give them some sort of accountability lessons in that regard. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to that, when
Yeah.
they would drink like a man, curse like a sailor, die from early heart attack, from overworking, overexhaustion, overexerting themselves, when they would have high blood pressure like some of us, when they would have cancer and other diseases because of working in hazardous environments all our lives. I'm looking forward to that.
You want the slow torture. See, I'm a little more
Okay,
impatient.
I have a little message for all feminists.
Okay.
Cool story, babe. Go make me a sandwich.
See, I feel like when I'm done with these corporate level feminists, I want the only job that they can get to be is like working at Subway. I want that
No,
to be the only fucking place that will hire them.
nope, nope. They
You
gotta
don't want them
get
there?
busy making babies because the population in America is falling.
I know,
The, with the ages and stuff, there's going to be a lull where
I know.
us old guys are going to have to do stuff that the next generation doesn't have enough people to do. Just like
Mhm.
China, for almost 100 years, they've had a limit of one child, and everyone's been striving to get a male, so that they don't have any reproduction anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, the communist tactic was, totally vile in that regard, but at least the Chinese had a great forethought. And in their forethought, they said that if our own generation and lineage, our own entire bloodline is going to die, at least have a male child instead of a female. At least let us have a son who would be our future investment, who would take care of us in the evening of our life.
Well, they're going to have to go back to what, well, most of Europe, whatever Great Britain was in charge of back in the late 1200s. Fuck fornication under consent of the king, where every woman had to bear 3 children, one of three of each of different men.
Mm.
And isn't that the very same thing right now, sir, in China? Because the three-child policy is prevalent right now, and uh, you know, people don't want to have children.
Does China have a 3-child policy now, or are they still at a single child?
Oh no, sir. The single child policy was abolished, I think, if I'm not mistaken, in 2009. And the
Okay.
second child policy actually came up that up to 2 children any household could manage. And now there is a third child policy because for the first time in last 50 years, they have a decreasing demography. The percentage of their demography is decreasing. The number
Mm.
of born children per year, it is around 800,000 or something. So it plunged at a drastic rate actually this time.
Yep.
Mm. Yeah.
South Korea is not even any better. I mean, they have 0.68%, even far less than uh, America, for example. So they are no better as well. Now, I was watching a video about it by Stardust, Thinking Ape of all people, and he made the case that this is because of some other factors, but matrimonial leave, incentivization for, paying people to have more children actually
Yeah.
doesn't work. It
Well,
doesn't work.
they're trying it in Hungary. I mean, they're giving tax breaks for people
Yes, but
based
it
on how many children they have.
yes, but it doesn't work. What works 100% of the time is patriarchy.
Yeah.
Once you bring the good old patriarchy and the
Speaking of,
iron hand and iron glove, it
yeah,
actually works.
yeah. You know, it's funny. I've been watching. One of my clients actually suggested. I guess she got into watching The Handmaid's Tale, and she's like, "You need to watch it. There's a really good Crazy Bitch boot camp like ideas in there. I think you like." And there's a point that was where like the government, started like enacting policy like that, and like all the women had to be fired, and then they fucking cut off all their bank accounts. I was like, see, exactly. I mean, yes, it is a lot of feminist propaganda for sure, but there are little nuggets of good stuff in there. And it's interesting to see how, I mean, it's a good representation on how, how these women were treated so terribly, and all these handmaids, and, they're being raped and murdered, and, and having parts cut off them or whatever. But like, and it shows the the revenge that they want because of that. That is the feminist spirit. Exactly. It's like all the feminists today hear stories like that and they get indoctrinated with that fucking hatred of men. And it's weird. Like it never happened to them, but they still feel like it did because of the stories that they were fucking told, which is strange. Like going back to the fear thing, they fear that, so they're extra bitey when it comes to
I
men.
th- I think they don't even fear that. They are compelled into, you know, uh, being afraid of a man as if he's a wild monster
Right,
with whom you could sleep occasionally, but
right.
certainly he's not a
Which,
long-term solution.
but I don't get that. like, like I mean, I get at least the lesbians who totally swear off the men. At least they're not sleeping with them too. But the ones that actually do, it's like really you feel comfortable to be that intimate with a man, but then you fucking act like you hate him. Like that makes zero fucking sense to me.
Well, the thing is, it is all about, as Susan B. Anthony back in those days used to say, educate, organize, agitate.
Yeah.
So
Hello,
it is
Johnny Midnight.
so it is more and more about agitation and
Yeah. Well,
uh,
I've watched all five seasons of it. I've spent the past couple weeks just kind of trying to immerse myself into some indoctrination, and it hasn't worked. I think once you reach the age of reason, past 25, and your brain's kind of set, I think you're less likely to be indoctrinated by this bullshit. So that's
you-
why these universities super fucking important to get this shit out, because a lot of these women get ruined before they're 25.
yes, but the thing is, it is not even much about the propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
It is more about the draconian laws that have been put in place, just like the Duluth model, and you have researched it. You have researched it extensively.
Mm-hmm.
I think those draconian laws incentivize bad behavior from women. Just
They
like,
do, but it's not just the laws, because the laws could be there, and a woman, based on her environment, could choose not to go down that path. It's not the laws; it's the people that she has in her life that are encouraging her to use those laws. That's why, like social services, all the all the government funded women that work in government that teach other women how to take advantage of men, like those
yes,
women
yes, but
are very big part of it. Hello,
oh
Johnny.
yes,
Hey
they are.
guys.
Yes, hello, sir.
Uh,
Uh,
hi.
yeah,
Hey, Kid Driver. How are you doing?
I'm better than I deserve. Uh,
Good. Good to hear, man.
just one line succinct reply to the question might be, yes, we have been told by the conservatives that, women are the culture carriers. Yes, we have been told by the society that women carry the traditions. But all in all reality, if men wouldn't show their metal, women
Right.
wouldn't do that. We
Right.
have seen with the example of the fallen Chinese empire, fallen Japanese empire, the erstwhile Roman Empire of all places, what happened. And we have seen in the Roman Empire 2.0 right now, because this is all about men keeping their pimp hand strong. Now, just because they have been filled with all these grandiose no romanticization and romanticism that has been connected with chivalry and whatnot, uh, that has that is what has actually led to us being led astray as a dysfunctional society today. And quite frankly,
But
a man who has to be in charge of the demography itself, a civilization itself, he
yeah,
has to be at the helm of affairs each and every time. If he is
right.
not at the helm of affairs, or if he is having any sort of confusion, the
Mm.
whole system would collapse, just like we
Yes,
are seeing right now.
yes, yes. But ultimately, I do blame women in this arena
Oh
because
yes, oh yes,
it's
surely.
like where I'm working. It's like none of the guys felt comfortable actually doing their job or speaking up or trying to correct any of these women because they were surrounded by women that kept telling them not to, so to
But
speak.
but
So if
Mandy,
I go in there and I'm like, yeah, no, you need to do this, it actually works to have a woman be like, no, no, this isn't right. Like, you don't have to deal with that. Like, no, this woman needs to be fired. Like,
This was a psychological experiment, by the way, being
right.
done. And what was the psychological experiment? When people, when something was asked of the people, and people were giving all these wishy-washy sort of politically correct answers,
Right.
but someone stated the obvious, pointed towards the obvious, and drastically,
Yes.
it was like a domino effect.
Yes, it
People
is.
actually stood up, and 80% of the people actually didn't give a politically correct answer.
Right. Yeah. I
So
know.
all it takes is one
I know. I
to
know.
ignite the fire.
Yeah.
and it's really good that you're doing that within the bowels of your corporation because,
Yeah.
for instance, in my situation, and I've got to tell you this. By the
Yeah.
way, hello, D Dog. I'm not familiar with you, but it's good to meet you. I'm Johnny Midnight, and the thing that I'd like to say is what happened recently is we just got a new corporate lawyer who is ensuring that our ESG scores are making their mark. And
Okay. So that
Yeah.
must be all nationwide because we also just got a new corporate lawyer. Is it a
it,
black woman or an Indian woman,
no,
perhaps?
it's a who white male, but
Oh, okay.
with children, so he's obviously somewhat straight. But the thing being is that um this guy has worked with ESG scores and also with the American Civil Liberties Union, meaning that we have to make sure that all the like anybody who's a minority gets a boost up. ACLU was fine. I think that they do good work sometimes, but they also do terrible work at other times. Okay.
D dog.
And D Dog is like, you
He
motherfucker.
he does not like any bureaucratic
Yeah,
agent.
right. Well,
Like,
I don't
fuck 'em
either,
all.
but we've got, you're in a corporation, you're going to deal with it, right? And
Yeah.
the thing is that here's what happened. Here's the results 1 month after hiring this corporate lawyer to monitor our behavior environmentally,
Yeah.
socially,
Yep.
and governmentally.
Yes.
There was a big corporate push for promotions.
Uh-huh.
I did not apply for any of these. I don't want to work with those fucking vampires for 1 minute. I
Yeah.
like where I'm at right now and I'm fine. But they announced all the people who had won their promotions. Not one single dangler amongst them. It was
So
all
all women.
women, every fucking one of them.
Yeah.
And many of them were women of color.
Yeah, of course.
Not all, but many.
Okay,
Yeah.
Johnny Midnight, I have two questions for you. One, what state are you in?
Wisconsin.
Yeah, we can make this work. Do you want to make that attorney go away and cry like a little bitch?
Yes, please.
Okay, there's 6 Supreme
I'll be
Court
back.
cases that state that there's no such thing as a law license. So what you do with your attorney general is you bring up charges against this attorney for practicing law without a license.
Oh, okay. practicing law without a license. But-
There's precedent already for it.
Okay. So he does have. He says that he has passed the bar in Minnesota, Wisconsin, somewhere
Yeah,
else.
but that's a bar card.
Okay.
There's no elected servant that actually put a stamp or an autograph on that to make it actually a license. It's just a bar
Okay.
card. He's part of a club.
Right. Okay.
The Supreme there's 6 cases that you can easily find if you want to go after them. I go after prosecuting attorneys in different counties all the time because shit, it's fun.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds good. I mean, the thing is that even though I didn't have a dog in the race because I did not enter it, I'm sure there are other men who did care to get that promotion. And there were a lot of promotions, and not one of them were male. An entire list of them, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up one of my documents really quick,
Okay.
and I'll see if I can share some links for you.
Yeah, man. If you want to put it in the private chat or
But,
even in the public, that's fine.
Well, I drop it in both whenever I drop stuff.
Yeah, I do too. Okay.
Yep. So even the people in chat know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah. That's why I do it too.
Yes, sir. I mean, practicing lawyers actually know a lot in that regard. So I am quite elated, and where is Godmother, by the way? She went to attend nature's call. Okay.
If she's not in her chair, she's either going potty or she's making tea.
Dragon tea. She would spit dragon fire.
What I would like to do is actually speak with some of the men that did apply for that did buck for that promotion, and just whom I've known for years, and just to let them take a look at these links, because not one of them made it through, because I know that they don't satisfy those ESG scores.
The thing is about ESG or something, it has started in our country as well.
Oh, I know.
In India as well. So
all right.
Yeah. So some people were saying, well, your country, not your country, but well, your company is not inclusive enough because it has no female members on their board. And if it is mandated by the government, because we are also getting all those tax cuts in that regard, that you have to have one vagina on the board members, the board of directors, and it has come across. So
This
it is
instantiation did not happen until 2006, at least in the U.S. So, DDOG presents us Monell versus Department of Social Services, which was promulgated in 1978 U.S. Supreme Court decision, which says all corporations can be sued for their unconstitutional practices, patterns, and practices.
Yep.
Policies and practices. So, meaning, I wanna use that.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna engrave that in frickin' gold. Okay.
Yeah.
And talk to some of my brothers whom I work with to say, look, I know that you're doing a great job. You really want to get that promotion that you've been, that you've been pushing for, but why did you not get it?
Yeah.
And I have not spoken to any of them about ESG tyranny, right? But what is happening is every man is independent of all laws except those prescribed by nature. He is not bound by any institution formed by his fellow men without his consent. Here we have Cruden versus Neal, 1796.
Yeah.
D-Dog, you're going back. Nice. Good to see.
D-Dog doesn't practice the law, he knows the law.
Yeah, it's better to know it than practice it, honestly.
Yeah, okay, I got asked in court, are you a practicing attorney? I go, no, I'm honest.
Nice. See, here's the thing, D-Dog, our ESG scores are monitored not through the United States of America, but through Switzerland. Yeah, that's where our NGO that monitors our ESG scores are located. And that makes no sense that they should decide who we can and cannot promote. But the thing is that we have, native local liaisons, like this one guy whom we had just hired to make sure that keeps going. Where rights are secured by the Constitution are involved, there could be no rulemaking or legislation which would abrogate them. Miranda versus Arizona. And what year was that, D-Dog? Miranda versus Arizona.
It was it's somewhere between the 60s and the 80s. I can't remember.
Okay.
But I just dropped the fire that you want to use when you go after that attorney.
Okay. Luke 11:52, King James Version. Woe unto you, lawyers, for ye have taken away the key of knowledge. Hosea 4:6, King James Version. My people perish from a lack of knowledge.
So you can actually bring up murder charges against an attorney if you use that properly.
Okay. Amen. Oh, wait, hold on. Well, look at it this way. If you take away the millstone from the man, you kill the man. And that's in the Bible. I feel that these men are getting short shrift just due to the fact that they have done a great job. The metrics show that they have done a great job over these years.
Yeah.
They have tried to attain these promotions and had failed because they
women's preferential treatment.
Well, in this case, a Simps preferential treatment, but also it's the same difference.
Yeah.
We're ruled by women even from the top. They're littering our corporate board.
Yeah. Guess what, Johnny? You're not on Discord, but I have some news.
What?
I have a meeting. I must have offended somebody because I've been contacted by HR and I have a meeting.
Oh,
with
God.
Mother tomorrow.
And you know what? I bet you're going to wind up changing everything in the corporation.
Dude, I don't know if it's an anonymous one. I don't know if it's somebody that works at this place that I hurt their feelings with something
Mandy
like that.
hurt my fevers. That'd be
Right?
awesome. And that's like that's her only case.
Oh man, I'm so excited for this. Like
Wait.
she wanted to like call and I was like, no, come to the store. I want to sit down and talk.
Oh, really? So it's going to
Yeah.
be like a personal thing, hey?
Oh yeah.
Let's see what Jeremiah has to say about that. In Jeremiah 17:5-8, thus says the Lord, cursed is the man who trusts in man and makes flesh his strength, whose heart departs from the Lord. See, Mandy, I know you don't care too much about the Bible, or at least look at it.
I like it.
Yeah, you like it as a guidebook, as a piece of literature, and that's great. But remember that when you speak to this person tomorrow, because they are actually trying to alter and change the natural order of your humanity.
Oh yeah.
The humanity within your company.
And I don't take kindly to people that try to alter my behavior And I have so many fucking questions for this feminist. So many questions.
B-Dog.
Mandy, when you're done, okay, with your meeting,
Yeah.
I'm putting something in private chat, and you tell that to the feminist whenever your meeting is done.
That's I mean, so it's funny. The culture has shifted a lot since the ASM feminist got fired. So many of her work babies are so mad and crying. They're literally fucking crying. And they're so emotionally distraught that their work mommy's no longer there.
Yeah, that's probably a source of their complaint against you. Exactly.
Well, and they've been blaming my boss. And they're, they've been pissed off. I'm like, hey, no. If you want to throw some blame around, like I've been very open with everybody that was my goal, to rid this place of all the crazy bitch feminists.
What about the men? What about the men? I mean, not all men act like men.
Right. Well, those are getting fired
sorted
too.
out.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're getting sorted out too. So it's
Good
not
job.
my lane.
Good
It's
job.
not my lane. So
Good job.
I'm excited. Dude, there's so many tears, and I've been enjoying. They're so mad at me too. Like, I had one of them, like, that's one of the, I don't know, a true believer, we'll just call him. He's a gay dude that works up front. And last time I saw him and I said, good morning, he literally did one of these. He looked at me and was like,
uh-oh. You're not drinking Bud Light, are you? Okay.
It was so funny.
Oh,
like, God. I mean, come on. How dramatic are you?
Probably very. Oh, shit.
It's gonna be glorious though.
You are gonna be laughing while they're all crying tomorrow.
I have been. Well, no, they've been crying for a couple weeks now.
I love the Book of Job. I love that book. That is one of my favorite. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
So, when are you meeting tomorrow?
In the morning.
Okay, first thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
I've been patiently waiting for them to come to me.
One of two things is either going to happen. You are either going to get.
I might get fired. Who knows?
Yeah, you might get fired. I was going to say that's one possibility.
Yeah.
We're going to wind up taking over the whole fucking branch.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I've been very happy to see the guys up in leadership actually do their jobs and not be as afraid anymore to have these conversations and fire these fucking crazy bitches. Like, it's been nice to see the growth and the transformation.
One of the things is that you came into the corporation not actually needing to work there.
I know.
It's like, I've got a pocket full of fuck you money, so I don't really care if I get canned. And you went in there almost like as a social experiment that paid.
Yeah.
And with a mission, though.
Yes.
Not to just experiment, but to change things.
Yeah.
And to see how that can happen.
Yeah. And I was right. Like, my hypothesis of if men just start saying no, they can change it. They don't have to submit to this tyranny. Like, it's true. And I think it just takes somebody encouraging them to do so.
Yeah.
I mean, when you live in a society where where all the women are banding together, the sisterhood or whatever, I think it's helpful to have at least one woman be like, no, this is fucked up. Like, you're right in believing this is fucked up. You don't have to tolerate it. Do something about it.
And then you have a corporation like mine where a coven of cackling crows get uplifted to the ranks of corporatehood, and what they're going to do is just basically turn my job into a living hell. But don't worry, I don't have fuck you money, but I do have oh shit money, and I'll be able to deal with it if I got to do what I got to do. So
yeah.
Well, just remember that if you're your fight is just and your cause is true,
Yes.
you got to help her.
Yeah. I believe that for sure.
But I just put the scripture in for you.
For I am the Lord, Isaiah 41:13. For I am the Lord your God who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear, I will help you. And I do totally have faith in that. The things that I've been through my entire life and the way that I've been able to, claw into that faith has always been helpful to me no matter what I've had to face. And I don't have it like as bad as you do, Mandy, or as good as you maybe. It could be fantastic outcome. But you have to maintain fortitude.
Yeah. Well, crazy bitches don't scare me though. Like,
No, they don't. They shouldn't.
they make me laugh,
Yeah.
and I'm not afraid of them like a lot of people are, because there's nothing they can actually do to me. Like, really. They don't know how to fight women. They only know how to fight men. So every time they use one of those tactics on a woman, it literally backfires.
Yeah. I'm going to
Yeah.
read one more that D-Dog has sent us. Therefore, encourage one another and build up each other, as indeed you are doing. 1 Thessalonians 5:11. Thessalonians is awesome.
Okay.
Heal me, Lord, and I will be healed. Save me, and I will be saved. For you are the one I praise. Jeremiah 17:14. The thing is that, you're going to be able to call into whatever reserves you have tomorrow morning.
Mm.
I don't know what it's like if they plan to get rid of you during the morning or the evening.
Well, I don't think they planned. It's just there was just a concern that somebody brought to her that she wanted to talk
Oh
to me
shit!
about.
I've been the subject of many concerns.
Yeah. So my response was, "Ooh, I would love to sit down. When's the next time you're going to be at my location? I have some concerns of my own,
GM,
along with some questions."
Question is, do you bring in the numbers?
Oh, no. My competency is I'm good at my job.
Okay,
So,
good. Okay,
yeah.
so you make the score. They're not going to
Yeah.
just like throw away a Cadillac because it has a bump dent on the bumper.
Because its horn's a bit loud.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you'll be fine right there. I'll tell you that.
I'm not worried about my future with the company. I actually have questions about career
Well,
stuff.
the great thing is you don't even give a shit about the company.
I know. Well, I give a shit because I like to shop there. That's why I give a shit. Like I'm tired of seeing bullshit where I like to go spend money.
Right.
Like that place is super important to me. So I don't like the direction it's gone. Just seeing it for the past 15 years at my local store. Like,
I gotta clean it up.
Yes, I want my grumpy old men back, dude. These crazy bitches call the patriarchs of the company grumpy old men. It was said in a big meeting thing or interview, town hall, whatever that they do. All the crazy bitch feminists were complaining about the grumpy old men, and after their work mommy got fired, now they're the ones that are grumpy, strangely, and the men are happy.
Yeah, well, I'm old. I'm a man.
Yeah.
I might not be grumpy, but I am an asshole. So,
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. D-Dog's like, thumbs up, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, just witnessing the incompetence and the entitlement and the fucking childish nature of a lot of these these people that are going to be leaving soon makes
Yeah.
me grumpy because they are there and they don't really do anything and they make money. Meanwhile, other departments are being cut and hours are being cut and people have to pick up their fucking slack. And
Right.
I mean,
Right.
it's enough to make anybody that's competent grumpy and that actually
course.
cares about their work environment grumpy.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I was a counselor and I had to deal with like women that worked in my department who were saying, I need a mental health day. And then, right in the middle of the fucking day, I had to cover their group
Yeah.
because, the hamster in their panties was telling them to go home.
Yeah.
I actually said, I mean, I was getting it laid on thick by my clients one day. And I said to my supervisor, who at the time was a woman, this wasn't the guy from the Congo. This was the one after it. I said, I need a mental health day. And she said, you're just going to have to make it happen. I'm like, really? What the fuck?
A mental health day.
Yeah. Well, I tried. I didn't get it, but okay.
Yeah.
I made it happen.
I need a mental health day. I'm so sensitive. I'm going to start menstruating all over the place.
My pussy is sore. Yeah.
I swear that's what I hear every time I hear any of these idiots complain and whine about stuff. It's like I hear a toddler almost.
Mandy,
Throwing a little
you really
temper
are the
tantrum.
wall.
Yes. I'm like somebody needs some proper mothering,
You
and
gotta get that shit
that's some
shut
tough
down.
love.
I'm just like, fuck, man. Golly.
Well, and that's what my boss and my store manager, they don't, because I keep threatening to come to days. I'm like, I should come to days. And they're like, no. I'm like, what? I'm really good with customers. Like,
Wait.
customer service is my thing,
So
And they're like, yeah, but we're not worried about you with customers.
Mandy, if you were in customer service, you'd be like, you were the wrong line, motherfucker.
No, I'm actually good at customer service.
What is
So you have a lot of men. Do they whine a lot at work?
No. It's a lot of women.
No.
which is weird because it's like a male-dominated corporation, but
It
somehow
should be, but they've been
Should.
replacing the competent men with diversity hires. So,
Yep, just like in mine.
yes.
Like I worked in agriculture. You would think it'd be all dudes. Nope,
Yeah.
nope, not at all.
Yeah.
Hang on here. Where?
Yeah, a bunch of girls that can't even lift stuff, so they need to get a man from a different department to literally do their fucking job.
I know.
I'm like, why are you here exactly? Why?
I don't know. I can't find the name of the guy, but they said that you were saying that they said that like you're the female version of him. Oh, Ron Swanson.
Yeah, that's what I've been told.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Anyway, I'm gonna get going.
All
I
right,
gotta
Johnny.
finish making dinner, but I wanted to tell you about that development in my corporation as well.
Yes.
D-Dog, it is very good to meet you. Contriver, hope to hear from you again as always. I want everybody to have a great night. Break a leg tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to be your leg. I want you to break other people's legs
I will.
because they're fucking stupid. All
Yes.
right.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Johnny. See you later.
Yep, and I'm gonna have to take off because in 8 minutes, Indy starts her live, and she wants me up on panel. She's
Okay.
celebrating her 1,000 subs.
Oh, sweet.
Yep. Yeah, Independent Manny, she's been in your chat a couple times, hasn't she?
Yeah, well, I've seen her over congregating with the crazy bitches that are on my list, so I
Right,
haven't
right, that
really
too.
been. Yeah,
Yeah, she goes everywhere, gets everyone's, feel, and then she makes her own mind up. That's why I like her.
yeah.
Instead
So
of just
I haven't.
listening to one talking head and calling it good, she
Yeah.
gets everything she can get, and then she decides.
Well, I haven't seen her back since she's been sisterhooding. So
Yeah, hanging out with that crazy bitch with all those tattoos.
yeah. Oh, I don't know. I've seen her. She tends to flock towards the Bastard Factory.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hanging out with the chicks in her chat. I'm like, all right. The sisterhood is strong. But
Yeah. Don't expect too much. I think she's an organ.
yeah, definitely. All right, D-Dog, well, it was good chatting with you. I'm gonna text you probably tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so if you have time for a little chat in the morning.
Yeah,
You think?
just call me.
Okay, I'll call you. All right.
I'll
thank
have
you.
my phone with me, and I'll be in my garden because it's a whole lot less people-y than the rest of the world.
Yeah. Thank you for all your legal insights as well. I'm sure a lot of people will find those useful.
Yeah, I'll help you piss off a lot of people.
I know. I love it. All right,
Yeah,
D-Dog, have a good night.
Okay. Bye, honey.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
All right, Contriver. I'm hungry. And I think Kush's stream's starting soon. Isn't it?
Yes.
He's hosting like a debate.
Could be.
Something. Share screen. Might be fun to listen to. I'm going to drop his link again. Oh, I should I think D-Dog has content on his channel too for Constitution stuff. Shit. Let's see. Oh, what is this? Yes, there is a. Yeah, his playlists.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got some stuff saved. I don't know what this is, though. Michigan State Fair 1-ton trolley. Huh. Anyway, I'm going to share this.
Anyways, it has been a good stream.
Yeah. Good catching up.
Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. We had planned something, but things went down south. We apologize. We had an interview of Mr. Andrew, but because of last minute emergency, he could not come for an interview. We would try to rearrange and reschedule that. uh, we apologize for the inconvenience. We have something is of the same sort in the making, and we would be able to contact to you. Yes, yes. Let us just tease them.
You want to tease them. They're going to
I
love
have
it.
been teasing them for quite a month.
I know.
But now we could do that.
Just a little torture.
Yes.
Have a good night, JR. Yeah, D-Dog, it was great talking. Yeah, I want to see you and D-Dog have a conversation one of these days.
I
Because
mean,
you're both into the law stuff, and he might have some good nuggets of stuff. Actually, that Anil might be interested in too.
I would learn from anybody, be
Yeah.
it Mr. Anil or beat Mr. D Dog. And I'm quite frankly, I mean, look, the Chief Justice of India is a Harvard University alumni, anyways. That
Mm,
is from where he learned his woke stuff.
yeah.
We could very well try to compare notes regarding the English common law that is being practiced in America and
Hmm.
versus India, and do some sort of comparison in that regard. So I'm quite looking forward to all that stuff.
Yeah.
But let us first of all make that connection, the grandiose connection which you are trying, deliberately and vehemently pushing for that
Yeah.
envelope for quite some time. And
Yeah.
I'm sure that it would, your hard work and your labor that you have invested in this channel for giving a voice to the voiceless would certainly come to fruition, this time at least.
Yeah. I
I'm
think
looking forward to it.
I think it's been helpful on many levels. More helpful than I think people realize. So, all right, contriver. Let's end this. Let's say goodbye to everybody. Good night, Smith. Good to
Good
see
night.
you.
Good
JR.
night.
Always. Braxton. Good to see you. Timothy. CPD. Good to see you. I don't know if I said hi to Abe. Good to see you.
The
I don't-
Abe is me.
I was gonna say it
Yes.
looked
Abe
familiar.
is
The
me.
typing.
It is basically not Abe, it is Abe Chuti. Means,
Oh.
hey, listen, Chuti means cunt in my language. So I say, hey,
Shooty.
cunt.
Shooty.
Not Chuti, it is Chuta, just like the
Shoota.
pronunciation of.
Okay.
Yes. So
I
it
might
is
use that.
basically
Shoota.
a woman's vagina.
Okay.
You just said that.
Shoota. I'll see if I could slip those in at work. I
Abe
mean,
Chuti.
yeah, Sam Smith was here too with Johnny Midnight. Or Sam Fisher, sorry. All right. Have a
All
good
right,
night,
so
everybody.
good night, everybody. And she has a big day tomorrow. Let us pray for her. She would, get out of this
No, no,
boxing
no, no.
round with flying colors.
You guys should pray for the feminist. She's going to need the prayers.
Oh, no. We are on your side. We are making sure that the covenant would, do the prayer for you. And
Pray
you will
pray that it won't take as long to
get them booted out. Yes, sure.
okay, yeah, that one.
I
Hello,
would
Moon
pray for
Boots. We're ending this, so good to see you, Moon Boots. All right, y'all. Have a good night.
Good night.